So, how do you want to start?
Seems like we just did.
So we thought we would share our engagement story because we have quite a bit of footage that has not been released yet. Granted, it's like iPhone stuff.
It's like not good iPhone footage, but you get to see it happen nonetheless.
So we're going to walk you through the story because today is actually our 2-year engagement anniversary.
Engage-iversary. I don't think people really do that, but we're doing it, so set the trend.
So do you want to start? Because I feel like you were the one who kind of formulated the entire opinion of, proposing to me.
Let me take you on a journey through time and space. The time and the space was 2019, New York City. It was a gorgeous sunny day. Well, you know what? Let's back up further than that. I bought a ring. Really wanted to propose to this hot lady sitting right there. Look at that ring. Close up on that. And Carolyn, for those of you who don't know, probably should have been an FBI agent because she's just very smart and she really reads into things and you really can't pull one over on her. Like any type of surprise just doesn't work.
Yeah, I like to think of myself as a sleuth.
She's a sleuther. And I'm also not a very good liar, so that makes for pretty impossible odds when you're trying to surprise someone. The only surprise I've ever pulled off was this one. Magically. What I did was, I knew I wanted to propose in New York City because Carolyn spent so much time there dancing at SAB, and it's one of her favorite places in the whole world, so I wanted to do something that was special for her. But neither of us lived in New York City at the time, so kind of getting us there was difficult, and then I also knew that she probably wanted her family there as well, so getting other people there was also not easy. An opportunity pretty much fell right in my lap, which was awesome.
And now I'll interject. So, the opportunity that ended up making it work was I had a scheduled work trip to be in Manhattan for a bit over a week, basically a couple weeks before. I was not going to go on the trip because I was so sick.
Yeah, so about 2.5 weeks before, she was feeling really bad, and she was like, I can't do this.
In hindsight a little bit, Jeremy was like, what are you talking about? You're going to be completely fine. Go. You love New York. It's going to work out.
My mantra at the time was like, babe, I don't care about trips. Like, stay home, take it easy. We can see each other. Trips are dumb. So it was kind of impossible to course correct that for this specific trip because I had it all booked and planned and I needed her there. So I was like, babe, it's New York. It's your favorite place. It'll be easy.
And my older brother also was coming into the city for the weekend a bit, so I planned on getting there early so we could actually enjoy the city. So I wasn't even gonna have work the first 2 days that I was there. Mm-hmm. And so after that point.
And her family goes there quite often for trips, and so it wasn't out of the norm or weird. They were all gonna go there since she was already there. They just made a trip out of it, which they do. And so they made it easy for me. I didn't have to be like, oh, why are they going? It made sense. And then the only person who wasn't supposed to make it was Carson because he was elsewhere working, and obviously me because I was supposed to be in LA working. This is when we were in the rehearsals for Julie and the Phantom Season 1. The trip was over the weekend. I couldn't get away because I was working all that Friday, and we were supposed to have a work thing on that Sunday as well. I got out of it from production, but she didn't know that. So I literally took her to the airport the morning of Friday, which was at
I flew out
early.
I think my flight was supposed to depart 7 a.m. So Jeremy comes, picks me up. We leave my LA apartment at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah. It was a long day for me, which also kind of helped my excuse that I had to go to bed early that night because I was tired. Because genuinely, I took her there at 5 a.m. I worked the whole day. Immediately after rehearsals, I went back home, showered, got all my stuff together, and then I took a red-eye flight to New York City while she was there.
But the best part was I was out with my family and Jeremy sends me a photo of him in bed saying oh, I'm so exhausted. And he had his watch on, which he never sleeps with his watch. That was the only weird thing, but I didn't even think twice. So I said, oh, okay, good night. Don't forget to take your watch off.
Oh yeah, lol. I was like, I'm just so tired. I just didn't even think to take my watch off. Immediately after that, I went to the airport because I had to make sure she wasn't going to be calling me or texting me at night like she usually would to say goodnight, while being in the airport. You can hear everything in the background.
And Delta flight.
Yeah, so then I took a red eye. I got into the city early, and she also didn't know that her aunt and Mammy were going to be there as well, and Carson. They were all getting in that morning.
Oh, sweet Carolyn. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm so excited. So we are at I guess I should have done it the other end, the Fairfield Inn and Suites in Manhattan, and we are waiting for Jeremy to come. I think this might be him. Here he is. And the cab driver doesn't know I'm trying to video. They don't see me. And here he is. Came on a red eye. And he's meeting Mandy and I at the hotel so he can shower and get ready to ask you to be his wife. Okay, here he comes. Carolyn, you don't know what's happening today. You better not know what's happening today.
She has no idea. She has no idea.
Here, Mom. Video.
I've done lots of work to make sure that she has no idea.
Oh my goodness. I've never wanted a day to go so quick. Like, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
And so I got to go to their room, kind of freshen up, and then Carson was going to help me take photos, and so we met up with him, and we got everything set up in Central Park, right near the Bow Bridge, which is kind of famous bridge in Central Park. And I was going to initially do it on the bridge, but once we got there, I walked across, and I saw across the pond this just perfect, cute little dock, and I was like, oh, like, that's a better location.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! We didn't talk about before this. No. Yeah. Awesome. We didn't just set it up for camera again. My flower arranger / photographer, Carson Rowland.
Super excited.
If you want Carson to arrange flowers or put
Arrange flowers for you. Go to carsonrowland.com/flowers.
Okay, these two together might be a little bit.
Code Car Rowland for 10% off your first purchase.
And so I guess how my side of the story pans out is we have very dear family friends from Brooklyn.
They got her to the location.
They did. So
Yeah.
we had planned on having like a nice dinner or a nice lunch at the boathouse so that they could meet my older brother Connor. That was the big excuse for this like grandiose thing.
Right, and they were like, it's a nice lunch, you gotta dress nice.
Yeah, so Catherine and I are getting ready in the hotel room, and I literally have a t-shirt dress on from like H&M. I think it was like $10. And I was gonna wear.
So cute.
Thank you. I was gonna wear sneakers because when you're walking in the city, whatever.
Yeah.
My mom would not shut up about how terrible the sneakers looked on me. So I had my sneakers in my backpack and my other sandals on. She's like, just do that. You're gonna look so much nicer. You're gonna be so much happier that like you actually look cute. Blah blah blah. And she almost, I think, slipped because she was so pushing for me not to wear my sneakers.
Yeah. For me, I was like, I'd rather have her be in sneakers than completely ruin the surprise after
Absolutely.
a lot of planning.
So we end up walking over to Central Park where our hotel was at, and we meet Chrissy, Kate, and the whole squad. And they tell us that we can't get a reservation at the boathouse, and that the wait, I think, was supposed to be an hour and a half, or whatever they made up.
Right.
So they're like, okay, well, let's go show Connor around, like,
And Central Park's gorgeous, so it's a fun walk.
So all of us are walking together,
Yeah.
kind of catching up, and we're continuing walking around. I was kind of in the middle of the pack a little bit, so Chrissy and I were talking. And as we're continuing to go over the bridge, I hear like someone call my name.
What? You can't afford it. Yeah.
If I may,
I'm so sorry. Please. See you. Like Harris said,
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have a date. Bye-bye.
He's in New York? When did he come?
Both, Mom.
What the heck? I thought he was with the...
You could answer him and scream, "I'm coming."
Like, if you, like, people...
Give me.
Okay,
Car,
hope
I
someone
love
got
you. Give me
that.
your bag and your jacket.
Yeah, and thank God you changed your shoes, will ya? Got it. Oh, maybe maybe you should hold this. When did he come here? Oh.
One more time, kiss one more time. Let me see the ring. Let me see the ring.
We were with them all day yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we've already seen it.
Did you guys know?
Tried to
Nobody knew. Did mommy ever find you?
No, I think she's on the other side of the bridge waiting.
Mwah, mwah.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
I'm like, I need a hug. You're here too?
Excuse me, look who else is here.
Oh my gosh. You're here too?
I'm here too.
Well, let's see how it looks on you. Yeah, I gotta see how it looks on you.
Oh, thank you. I thought we were going to lunch.
We are.
We are.
And we're a little hungry.
We just had to make a pit stop first.
Okay, Carolyn, I was shaking.
I had no idea. I thought you were having lunch.
Yay, we're
with
surprised.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Only surprise I'll ever pull off. God, it was so hard.
The hardest part is when you have such a large group of people that know a surprise is coming. It's just not those people spoiling that surprise, especially with family, because you're just inevitably going to say things that you're not supposed to at times. So I thought for sure that someone was going to say something and it wasn't going to work out.
Yeah, I don't know how you managed to pull it off.
It worked out. It's the only surprise I've ever pulled off, and it's probably the only surprise I will ever pull off. Long story short, got that ring. Happy
2-year
two-year engage anniversary.
Woohoo!